Welcome to the 11th window in the 2019 TooFatLardies Advent Calendar. And today, Richard's going to be telling us how it is to work with both Nick and myself.
Working with Nick and Sid, where do I start? It's an interesting friendship, actually, because we all come from very different backgrounds and very different life experiences. So in many ways, we represent a real microcosm for what I think is best in the hobby, is those shared enjoyment in sharing a hobby with somebody else who otherwise, potentially is very different. And I think that's one of the really positive things about wargaming, is it brings people together from all different backgrounds. Nick I've known since, I think I was about 20 and he was about 16. So we're going back 35 years. And we've sort of gamed together continuously ever since, although he would regularly disappear to go and get another degree from somewhere at various points, often gaining more new degrees in a period of time than he put on games. I think that's really interesting because the type of background he has is very much in management speak, jibber jabber, another sort of pseudo-ology, which he uses in a professional environment to analyse, management skills and the way people operate, which is fabulously interesting when you translate that into the world of warfare. And I think the fact that he and I come from very, very different backgrounds and different perspectives on life means that we tend to approach any design project from slightly different angles, or if not completely different angles, and that really adds something to the mix. I think Sydney is not well known for designing games, but he's always there with very clever ideas. And when Sydney does design a game, it is so far off the wall that you realise that you're dealing with somebody whose depth of thought on the subjects he's gaming is far greater than you have thought to look at him. So between the three of us, I think we all bring something to the mix, and we certainly all act as sounding boards for each other. Certainly with Nick and I, when he comes out with ideas that are great, I tell him they're great. And when he comes out with ideas that I think are utterly stupid, I tell him they're utterly stupid. And the same goes the other way round. And I think that degree of honesty between us is something that is a very positive thing. We do not beat about the bush in telling each other what we think of ideas that we think are a load of cobblers. But most of all, these are guys who I've shared a tremendous journey with. I've known Sid for 25 years, and as I say, Nick for 35. But really, the whole Lard journey over the past 20 years has been one that I've shared with these guys. We've gamed together, we've been on tour together, we've gone to battlefields together, we've gone to shows together, we've laughed together, we've drunk together, we've cried together, but only in the sense of crying with laughter, and we've behaved utterly outrageously, or at least I have, together. And really, at some point in time, you have to realise that these guys aren't just mates, but they're your real friends. Although I wouldn't tell them that to their face, because they'd think I'd turned into a giant softie.
Remember, lard is for life and not just for Christmas.